Alright, so we got more time now. Looking at this closer, I did this when I first got it open. I noticed I had a new bar and chain. Now, with mine, I have the original bar, which I need to tighten this chain up again. But that's brand new chain. I had the original chain on there, I just barely changed it actually. Just kept it in really good condition. I believe it was the original chain anyways. It was really worn out. Those teeth were almost gone. Instead of being this long, there's about that much left of them. And 2 or 3 of them have come off, so yeah, I changed it. But I noticed this has a new chain and new bar. I was thinking, well, why does it have a new bar and chain? And I started pushing this around, and I noticed it was kind of hard to move, you know. And noticed all along here, if you look really close, now I'm gonna have to back up a little bit. Can you see the shiny? It's lost paint all the way along the bottom. All the way along the bottom, up here, so like where it would hit wood normally or have some high friction. So to me, that tells me that it hasn't been getting oil. See, on my bar, all I have is a little paint chippage and a very small area where the chain is actually wearing away at the bar. But this is heated up. That's gotten overheated. So I was like, I wonder. Dry. This is where oil is supposed to go. This is supposed to be kept filled to the top. You're supposed to check it every time before and after you've done your sawing. But this has absolutely no oil in it. So there's a problem. I went ahead off camera and lubed the chain up. As you can see, it's nice and free now. It's really easy to move. I actually used my Harbor Freight. I have a really old oil can, but I wanted another one. So if if I want a different oil, different weight, different type, different something, I could have a different can for that. So it doesn't work too bad. I like it. But sorry, that's totally off subject. I went ahead and lubed that up with some 30 weight. I don't have any bar and chain oil handy, but it's still oil, so it'll still work. It's just not as goopy as some would like. Also, this starter handle is the wrong handle for this chainsaw. The original is in the case. It's right here. See, you can see that this has an indent, just like mine. It has an indent to fit in that hole and sit upright. Now this would sit upright if the rope was taut, but it's not. But I'm going to put this original handle back on. So let's see. I'm going to put the original handle back on real quick and then start the camera up, and I'm going to show you how to fix the excess problem here. So alright, be back in just a second. Alright, I just found something out I've actually never seen before this. See, on mine I've got a replaceable replaceable string handle. You pull the string out, cut it out, This one is a press-on. So in other words, they melted this handle onto the string. It's not replaceable. Now I could probably drill that out, drill a hole all the way through the center so that I could use this again, which I might. If he wants me to do that, then I will. But I'll leave that alone for now. So I guess we'll use this. So now I'm going to show you how to fix the string problem. most guys would just, lop off a good amount of string and it'd be taut again. The thing is, though, is over, like, if, say your string lasted forever, like it never broke, never got tired, and you kept lopping it off because that spring inside there was getting tired, it was getting fatigued, you wouldn't have any string left after a while because it gets tired, it doesn't wind up like it used to or whatever, and it just doesn't pull it in like it should. So on this chainsaw, there's 3 screws to take off this side. There's one located here, and 2 located here and here. Same with this chainsaw, 2 here, 1 there and there, and 1 there. So, and we've already taken those out on this. I'm going to carefully pull this off here, and it does take the tank with it, so make a mental note of that. And it comes out top piece first, top half of the chainsaw first, and then the tank follows. Go and inspect it, make sure there's no major blockage of the fins. Looks like somebody has been in here to clean this out not too long ago, but it's nice and clean, as you can see. So yeah, it's got an auto light spark plug, your tiny little gas tank. Just put that in perspective. That's my hand, that's the gas tank, that's how wide it is. So here's how you fix that string problem. You're going to want to pull this out a little bit. I really wish I had a camera stand. The camera stand's sitting in my car. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. Okay, pull this. I'm going to pull this out two rounds. Here, just a second. Let me put you down. Pull that to 2 rounds. Now we're going to push the line from the outside and push it in. Force it into. Force it in here. Let me show you what I'm doing. You hold it with this finger, and you press that into the hole, and it comes out like that. Now you're going to want to take, I'm going to use my finger here, you're going to want to take this string and pull it through this little hole here. Sometimes there's a big hole, like you can see here. Sometimes there's just a little indent. Sometimes there's not an indent at all in the starter wheel. So you're going to want to take that and take it around once or twice, and then test it. So let me do that real quick. Pull the string up and around. I'm going to go once, and then I'm going to use my foot. I know this probably doesn't look too good on the video, but oh well. Pull that through again. There we go. As you can see, it's pretty taut. You're going to want to, leaking gas in my house. I want to pull this all the way out and cycle it a few times. And then drop it and see how it looks. As you can see, it's still pretty taut. It's just sitting down there because it doesn't have the indent to go back into the hole like this does. So as you can see, that problem's been fixed. So we're going to put this back into the body, and then we're going to hook this fuel line back up into the handle. Alright, so we're going to reconnect the fuel line here. There's a Phillips screw, just one, right in the center of the bar. On this chainsaw, one there, and one there, and that's how you take the face off. This one is the top. Now this fuel line is pretty old, probably it could be original actually, but all intact. It's not leaking, so I'm not going to replace it. I really only replace them if they are leaking like a sieve, you know, if they just won't run anymore on the old fuel lines. So as you can see, here's the fuel line here. I'm going to insert that back into the fuel line here, and we'll button this up and continue from there. Real quick note here, when you're putting any cover, whether it's chainsaw, weed eater, something with a pull string, when you're putting it back on, sometimes it doesn't want to go. Sometimes it'll just, you know, pop back on, and sometimes it just doesn't want to go back on. Well, what you want to do is you want to hold it up with one hand and kind of press it against there to push it on, but then pull the pull string at the same time, and that will push the pull string around and line it back up with whatever's inside there. So that's just a real quick note. Another really quick tip here. Let me focus in. Hopefully it'll be a little bit more focused now. So here's the throttle that you pull, and it actuates right there. Well, right here there's a foam piece, and when those get dry, you can let sawdust in from this hole in the back that goes to here. So you want make sure you definitely want to push this down a little bit, pack it, and then soak it in some type of oil. I like to do these type of seals in 4-stroke because it's thicker, it doesn't let as much through, so on and so forth. Now air filters that let air into your box, I like to do it in 2-stroke. Sometimes I'll do it 4-stroke, but most of the time I'll do it in 2. If I do a 4-stroke, I'll do a lighter weight 4-stroke. But so that's just another quick tip for you guys. Alright, I'm going to set you up here somewhere. It's starting to slowly rain, so I'm going to set you up on this little tripod here, and I'm going to start this chainsaw up and see if it works good. So I've got part of a new fuel line in there. I've got half of the carb kit in. Just choke it up and see. It is going to have to prime it, so pulling it is priming it. See, there we go, I've got a pop now. Let's unchoke it and see what she does. So as you can see, it runs. Hopefully that was all in scene. Yeah, it runs pretty good. The carburetor needs to be adjusted. You let off the throttle and the chain continues to spin. That's a scary thing. So, alright, time to go inside, get some shoes on, and adjust the carb, and then come back outside, try it out. But that'll be the end of the video. So I hope you enjoyed. See you later, YouTube. Bye.